Hey y'all, this is Tia. Thank you for tuning in, for just clicking the channel. You see the title, so you already know what it is. I have to read it because my mind be forgetting. But I just had to get on here to let y'all know that God is so good and He is so funny and comical. Like, we think that God is like always like vengeful and trying to teach us something in like a extravagantly uh hurtful, crazy, mean way. At least some of us, not all of us, think like that. But anyway, I just wanted to get on here to let y'all know what happened to me today. The video word is, if God isn't using you to help others, ask yourself why. That's it. Ask yourself why. We all are put here on this earth to help each other, not just our children or our immediate friends and family, but to help complete strangers. And that's what happened to me. And God is just so funny. Like, He will do things in such a intricate, weird, inexplainable way that you can only say this was God. So anyway, this is the story. I worked long day today, okay? And I said, I'm gonna treat myself to a movie. So I already bought the movie ticket early this morning. I think before I even got out of bed, because I'm like, I'm gonna see this movie, right? So excited. Because I was just like, it's been a long week. I want to treat myself. So I bought the movie, got to the theater, and as I'm walking to the theater, it was an older elderly couple in front of me. So our theater number was 10, right? Our theater number was 10. They walk in, I walk in. They sit down, I sit down. And the movie's supposed to start at 7:15. And we had all of these long previews and all of these commercials. I'm like, come on, let's get to the point. And so it was a couple of other people that came and sat down. So all in total in this theater is probably like 6 people. Not that many people. The movie starts and it's not the right movie. Like, we're all confused, like, this is not what we came to see. Like, I off the bat I was like, this ain't right. Like, how are they gonna segue what I saw in the trailer with this storyline? Like, this is not making sense. So I saw one person walk out. Then I was like, no, I'm not gonna stay for this. Then I got up, put my jacket on, and walked out. And long story short, I just got a ticket. I just got a showtime for another day. Okay, so the movie night was a bust, kind of, right? So I was like, I'm already kind of tired. Maybe God is just saying go home. So before I went home, I was like, I have a Target card that I want to use, and let me just go and get some hair care items or whatever. So I get to Target, I get to the parking lot, and I don't know why I parked in this space. It wasn't the closest parking spot, but I parked behind this really pretty green BMW, I think it was. And the car was like custom. It was beautiful. I don't know. I think it looked like a 25. I don't know cars like that, so I don't know, but it was beautiful. So anyway, I'm sitting there, and let me just tell you, I almost didn't even go to Target. I was gonna do that another day, but I said, well, since I got out the movie early, didn't get to watch the movie, let me just go and handle my business. So I parked behind the car, and I kind of like saw that the car was kind of parked close to the curb, but I didn't really pay it any mind. It was just something that stood out to me. So I saw this woman, like maybe a minute or two later, come with her child. She put the child in the car, and I thought that she was with someone because I didn't see her get on the driver's side. I thought she got onto the passenger side, but she was the driver. So I'm probably like looking down at my phone or whatever. I didn't get out the car yet because, most women that I know, we don't get out the car right away, which we shouldn't do, but hey, we do it. she starts to drive off, but she turned too soon. Like she cut the curb, basically. She didn't hit the curb with her tire, but she cut the curb. And it looked like she was stuck, but I could tell like she wasn't. I could see that she could get out, but she didn't know that. And she sat there for like a minute or so, and I'm sitting here like, Lord, I'm just gonna get out and mind my business. And because I don't know what's going on. And at that time I didn't know that she was driving. I thought it was somebody else with her. And then I saw her get out, and I was like, oh, she's by herself. And she seemed kind of like, not really in a panic, but like, oh man, like, how am I gonna get out of this? So she got back in her car and she sat there for a little bit while longer. And so I'm like, I wanted to like kind of wait and see what she would do. Like if she was going to try to, you know, get her way out of it, but she wasn't moving. And I was like, Lord, you gonna use me to help this lady? Because I didn't know how she was going to react. Nowadays people are scared when you walk up on them. So I kind of like eased up kind of far, but enough so when she could see me. And I was like, hey, like, do you need some help? And she was like, yes, I'm on the phone with my partner. He's not even in the state. I don't know what to do. I think I'm stuck. And I said, you're not stuck. I said, you didn't even roll over the curb. Like, you just kind of cut the curb a little bit, shorter than what you were supposed to. And I was like, look, I can help you out. And so I was like, just turn the wheel towards me. And she was trying to do the thing or whatever. And she was like, oh my gosh, like, thank you so much. And that, it warmed my heart. And I was like, Lord, thank you. Because he already blessed me. Like, I had a good burger from Cheesecake Factory. Shout out to Cheesecake Factory. None of this is sponsored. Target isn't sponsoring me. Cheesecake Factory is not sponsoring me. But Cheesecake Factory, they was the bomb. Like, chef's kiss. Go to their happy hour if you trying to save a couple bucks. And, you got to find a deal. So, yeah, that part. Anyway, he already blessed me. So I wasn't looking for anything. I just wanted to help her because she was with her baby. The baby was crying. And she was like, thank you so much. Like, she was showing so much gratitude. And it really warmed me. Like, Lord, did you really have me go into the wrong theater? To leave the theater, to come to Target, to use this gift card. Because I wouldn't have came to Target for anything else if I didn't have that gift card. I wouldn't have did it. Like, I'm trying to save money here. I'm trying to do my thing. But I was like, you really did this, Lord. And I was so grateful. I was so thankful that he saw me to use and help somebody else. And I just wanted to come on here to just ask you, like, has God used you lately to help somebody else? Has he used you lately to help somebody else? And I'm not saying monetarily wise. I'm not saying like in a big, super huge, outlandish way, but even to just help somebody get out of a tight space of a park that they thought that they was stuck in. Or did you give somebody some gloves that looked like they needed some gloves? Like, or bought somebody a coffee that you saw probably needed a coffee and probably didn't have the change to get one. Like, what have you done lately? Because this world now is so self-sufficient. Am I using that right? If not, it's okay. I hope you get what I'm saying. But the world is so selfish. Let me just stick to simplicity here because it's late and I gotta go to work tomorrow. But the world is so self-serving. Can I say that? Self-serving. It's all me. It's all about me. It's all about what I want. It's all about, self-care, self-care. Like, and there's nothing wrong with self-care, right? Please, do what you need to do to better yourself, to take care of yourself. But if it's all about taking care of you all the time, and you're not even thinking about anybody else, something is wrong. If God is not using you like he used me tonight, ask yourself why God is not using you. Ask him. I didn't think about it until tonight. And with me, I love helping people, but you have to ask God to put you in a place to help people, I guess, like the best way that you can help them. Because I have bitten off more than I could chew before, and it is not a great feeling. I'm like, Lord, I want to help people. I want to help women. I want to help. And I tried to help certain people, and they end up hurting me. And that's another word. Like, even if you've gotten hurt before with other people, don't use that as an excuse to not help another person, because that person didn't hurt you. That other person did. It's their loss for, hurting you or whatever, right? But don't use that as an excuse to just say, oh, I'm not helping nobody. In Baltimore, some years ago, there was this guy that took his wife out the game and blamed it on panhandlers. And it was so many people like, I'm not giving to nobody. That's why I don't give to homeless people on the street. Like, that's why I don't give to nobody. No. And it wasn't like he blamed it on the people. They ain't even do nothing. They just trying to, get a sandwich. And he blamed it on them. And people are like, no, I'm not doing it. And that God will take care of people like that. But just getting back to what I'm trying to say is, if you realize that you haven't helped anybody in a while, if you haven't said like, hey, if you know a person that is going through something, I don't care if you make $30,000 and they make 6 figures. Ask them if they want to go out for coffee. Ask them if they want to go out for a sandwich, and you buy the sandwich. I said, go to a place that's selling $3 tuna fish sandwiches. Just something to show that you care. It's not all about money all the time. It's not all about what you can't do, but what can you do? What can you do? And I'm not saying go spend your last. I'm not saying that if all you got is $3, by all means, go on and get some bologna and some bread and help your family out, help yourself out. You gotta eat. But if you can afford to do something to help somebody else, and you're hearing this message and you're feeling conviction, ask yourself not just ask yourself, but ask God, what can I do? What do you have me to do? You're not just on this earth to serve yourself and just to take care of your kids and just to take care of your mother and your father. And some people not even doing that, okay? They literally are just taking care of themselves. It's all about me. It's all about me. This is the year of me. This is the year of me just taking care of myself, child. No, that's not biblical. That's not what it's about. I wrote down this verse. It's Philippians chapter 2, verses 4 and 5. And it says, don't look out only for your own interests, but take an interest in others too. You must have the same attitude that Christ Jesus had. And that's so true. Like, we got to look out for each other. We have to look out for each other. And that lady, she was so grateful. And it was a younger Italian woman. And she probably was like, this lady with this big old afro just came and helped me. And it was at night. Like, she could have been scared. She could have been like, I don't know. But I just, I'm so grateful that God used me and she was comfortable enough to allow me to help her. Cause she could have been like, what do you call it? I can't think of the word, but she could have been like, nah, I'm good. You know, a lot of people are proud. And they're just like, nah. Like, I can help. I work in a hospital, so I'll see people that may need help, and I'll be like, you know, are you okay? Do you need assistance? Do you need help? So most people will say, yes, I'm looking for such and such, and some people are like, no, I'm good. I'm like, okay, you know, if people don't want the help, you can't force it, right? But just ask God, what can you do? Because the way that you help somebody may be totally different than the way somebody else helps. And you can't use social anxiety. You can't use I'm shy. You can't use I don't have good communication. Because I suffer from a lot of, not suffer. I shouldn't say suffer, but I'm kind of like that in a way. Some people probably watching this video like, girl, no, you not. But I love people, right? But sometimes I am a little bit socially repressed. Eh, I don't know. I don't know what word to put there. Not necessarily shy, but sometimes I'm just like, oh, let me mind my business. But I can only mind my business but for so long, because I'm like, look, what do you need? Do you need help? You know, like if I'm in the store and somebody's having a hard time, like, do you need some help to reach this? Like, and that's what I'm talking about. Those are the little things that are completely free. Helping people can be completely free. And it's not only blessing them, but it's blessing you too, because God sees that, okay, I can use him to do this, or I can use her to do this. The moment that God stops using me to help people, I'm going to be devastated. I'm going to be devastated, because there's been times when he was needing me and I was not available. And so what is he going to do? He's going to move on to somebody else. He's going to move straight on to somebody else. And it's not like he's leaving you, but he has to move on to this person that he knows he can get the glory from. He knows that he can get the most out of the situation, right? I hope you understand it. But I didn't want to make this long. I had to come on here and tell y'all what happened, because I'm like, because in the movie, I'm like, this is not the movie that we came here to see. And it led all the way up to me helping that girl get out of that situation so she can get her baby home. And that was it. It wasn't about the Target run, because I could have did that any day. I don't know why I parked where I parked, because it wasn't even near the store. It was kind of off on the side, not even close. It wasn't even close to the store. And it was open parking spots. I was just like, oh, let me just park here. And boom, that very moment that lady came out and that happened, I happened to be there, because it could have been other people and they could have just kept walking. Like, I hope she get out, you know, or maybe it could have eventually been somebody to help her out, you know, but maybe not. He used me, and God can use you too. It's not all about us. It's not, it said, the word says it don't look out only for your own interests. Because God is looking out for your interests already. He looking out for you. But we need to help each other a little bit more, a little bit more. It's not about us all the time. Okay? So, that's it. I love y'all. I hope that this was a blessing to somebody, or opened up somebody's eyes to just be a little bit more caring for other people, even if it's strangers, because you never know what they're fighting. And by all means, please be careful and use your discernment, child. I'm not saying go out here and help somebody that may look a little bit deranged, because I did that. The person was not deranged, but you can tell that they were not in the best mental state. It was an unhoused person. I was doing my contract in California, and I used to see this unhoused man all the time on my walk to work. And Cali need to get it together with their medical workers and their hospital workers, the nurses, the doctors. Y'all need to get a closer parking for your staff. Staff should not be walking blocks to work, okay? Because I came across some stuff, okay? But anywho, I saw the person. I was like, well, maybe I can get them some food. You know, I went to the store and got some pop can goods and some water and some other stuff. I can't remember, but I came to work my little bag. And God was looking out for me too then, because that man could have definitely just pushed me in the street and kept it moving. But I was like, hey, sir, like, you know, I bought you some food if you want it. And I didn't think he hurt me, but I was like, sir, you know, did you want me to leave it? He was like, I don't want your stuff. And I was like, oh, all right. Say less. And I kept it moving. But guess what? A week or two later, I was so broke that I needed that food. So I didn't know that I was buying that food for myself, but I end up needing it for me. I tore them SpaghettiOs up and those Mandarin oranges up. Do you hear me? So sometimes, even when you wanting and trying to bless somebody else, God will say, okay, I see what you was doing. And he'll have a blessing holding in the reins for you. Like, he'll have something, you know, that's coming that may not come today, tomorrow, whatever, but he sees what you try to do. So if you go out here and you trying to help somebody and they don't take it or they refuse it, don't let that stop you from still trying. Just like I said, if people hurt you before, don't use that hurt to just refrain from helping other people. Keep going, keep trying. You know what I'm saying? Don't shut it down. You know, like that one incident with that unhoused person is not going to stop me from helping the next person that really needs the help and is going to appreciate it. So yeah, I had to put that little piece in. But I'm telling y'all, pray for your girl. The real prayer warriors out there, please just pray for your girl, because I want to make more videos. I have so many topics to share, but I'm also a procrastinator, and I'm really trying to help that. That is not the spirit of the Lord, and I really need to get better with that. So that's one of my goals for the upcoming year. But you don't have to use the new year to change. You can change tomorrow or tonight, but it's not gonna be tonight because I'm going to sleep after this. But you know, if you want to get better, be better. I love you, and I will check y'all later. Okay? All right, bye.